RPM Trade Vietnam in this bitch. What up? See if I can get some viewers, man. I really wish, I wish I was getting like, man, like 10,000 views on a video. Like, damn, that seemed like an impossible feat. I got one video that did like 44,000 views. It was an ID refusal. Uh, Me and my cousin, RPM Javier Gabos, doing an open carry demonstration in Dubuque, and Dubuque, Iowa, and we got stopped. They asked us for our IDs, and I was like, nah, not happening. What up, Greenbox Media? I've been a slight bit under the weather, so my voice is probably like all fucked up too. Hold on, and the dryer going. Hold up. All right, that's got to be a little better. I'll try and speak up too. Been a bit under the weather, kind of feeling it today. What up, though? Yo, man, what the fuck is going on in the world, man? Y'all seeing all of this shit that's going on? What? AI don't like you today? Quinn? Greenbox Media, what up? Man, listen, whatever the fuck is going on in the world today, what bugs me the most, what bugs me the most is that a lot of what's going on in the world today, we seen this shit coming. So many people been talking about different conspiracy theories, that the world look more like these conspiracy theories than it does like all of the bullshit, fluffy shit they're trying to feed you. And nowadays, really, when you look at everything, your local news, when you look at entertainment, sports entertainment, music, movies, they all doing like the same thing. And a lot of people don't, a lot of people see this shit and they recognize it for what it is, especially if you're a Christian or if you're religious at all. You can recognize the satanic influence that you find in all of this stuff, right? What's crazy to me is that the religion, though I believe, not believe, but I think, is a divisive tool to hijack your soul's journey, to place it in something that sounds like it should make sense, but it's actually so far off that if you really pay attention to what religion is asking you to do, it's just so blatantly contradicting in the fundamental elements that somebody trying to quote a passage out of the Bible to try to justify me not really understanding what the Bible is really trying to say is like, come on, bro. And honestly, it's not me not trying. It's not me not understanding. I completely understand the Bible. See, that's something else that I don't like that religious people tend to do. When you don't rock with their religion, the first thing they think is, oh, it's because you don't know it. Because you don't know what it is. But like, I grew up Baptist. I know what the Jesus story is. I know what the fuck is going on. I've heard all of it. I've been in Sunday school. We did all that. I know what it is. I'm a college educated dude. All that. I've seen some stuff. I know what's up. From philosophy to religious studies to art history. Art history will tell you a lot about culture and religion and the influence and the progression of all of this shit, man. It's a real heavy thing, man. That's why if they can gain your attention on something that's just going to naturally be heavy in the observable human species, bro, whoever can steal the spotlight is going to appear to be the truth, bro. And religion reigns supreme as far as influencing the minds of the people. But look how contradicting they are to each other and inside of their own works. They all just so heavily contradicting that I cannot rock with that shit, bro. And I don't understand how anybody else could. I just don't get it. Your spirituality deserves more than what religion is really giving you. And then a lot of people say they try to understand what it is that I'm saying and still say that there's some power in the Jesus thing that I need to pay attention to. And there is some stuff there. This is what a lot of people get me fucked up about too, really. Is that me not rocking with the Jesus shit is not me saying that every bit of all of it is fucking stupid, useless, bullshit, and it does nobody no good. That's not at all what I ever say or what I mean to say about any of that stuff. There's some value in it. There's something very special about it. But you just have to look at the contradicting things that are in there, man, and it have to tell you that, man, somebody's using something that's supposed to be good, man, and they twisting the shit up. You know? And heavily too. And I'm not even just talking just a little bit, like I still feel like the idea of Jesus and following Jesus makes any sense to me, because what Jesus and the devil have in common is that they both want you to give your soul up for favor and benefits and reward out of fear. And really, Jesus is the only one that threatens you for not rocking with him. Am I wrong? What is the punishment that the devil will give you if you don't rock with him? I don't get it, because the both of them will try to solicit your energy your entire life. If you choose to play the game, then it's one or the other. There, as soon as you jump into the game, it's either you're doing the devil's work or you're one of God's children, and you're in favor because of it. uh, doing the best you can, and people think their prayers get answered and all this other stuff, man. Like, it's weird because the both of them are literally saying that if you give your soul to them, this is how you get comfort and security in your life here. Give your soul to one of us to see who's gonna produce the better benefits for you. Like, it seems weird, man. Consciousness is such a dope thing that I cannot believe that all of this magical consciousness is here so that we can try to tussle back and forth between these two guys. None of that makes any sense. There's something dope about it because the duality in and of itself is just so inherent in nature that we will relate to that. We will relate to that. But I think all of that shit is us. When they talk about the power to give life and take it, that sounds like a man to me. The power to give life and to take it. Man carries the seed and all that. These are living seeds, bro. Literally carrying the life. And we got the power to plant the seed, bro. Or we can smoke shit and take life if necessary. But this is just the power of the man, and like people being non-violent or very peaceful at heart. That's cool to play that role, but somebody has to play these other roles, and you have to know that it's inevitable and actually very necessary that somebody plays the aggressor, the aggressive person, a person who has the propensity for violence for all of the right fucking reasons. All of that needs to happen. And we got to just be aware of that. We got to be aware of a lot of just absolute objective truths in life. And people think that so much of life is like your perspective or your opinion or your path. And a lot of that does play a big role in, you developing who you are as a person, as an individual on your soul's journey. I get all of that. But collectively, there is something being done to us that's begging for our response, like a natural response, a natural recognition of who we are. And I think that if we played the Jesus role instead of trying to seek Jesus, I mean, literally try to be this beacon of light, this thing that understands that you are one with the Creator and inseparable, and you're right here in the flesh, and people need to respect you as that, and you need to carry yourself in a way to honor that recognition. And if everybody did that towards the source, you will walk around here believing you are the son of God, birthed from the source of the consciousness. And here you are, a bit of the consciousness. You are experiencing the consciousness, forever tethered to it, inseparable, right? And you should do something good with that. You should understand that. But on the flip side, there is this thing that I try to do in how I see these things that a lot of people don't dig. They just don't get it. They won't go. They won't accept both things. They won't accept both sides. There's a certain level of inevitable pain and suffering that's just as welcome and inherent in our consciousness as all of the good shit that everybody's searching for. So there's a certain level of acceptance you gotta have with it, and you gotta accept that and accept it proudly, and then place yourself someplace. That's why I tend to play this hero. I got this hero mentality, this superhero complex, because I've already accepted all the violence and propensity for violence from bad people in the world, from seeing enough of the world that I say, do you stand around and cry, or do you go, not in front of me? Ain't nobody finna bug out and do none of that shit. There ain't gonna be no field trip for you. It's gonna be a nightmare for you. You bug out in front of me, you are risking your life, and you have to know that. And that's my acceptance of the violence, and then a mature response is to be defensive in life. And people just people don't take it seriously. I don't care how rare a home invasion or something like that is. I don't give a fuck if it's one a year where you live at. One home invasion per year. That seems like a pretty safe place to live, right? Until you're that number one. You win that shitty lottery, and all of a sudden it's 100% your life is what you're dealing with, no matter how rare it is. So because of that, period, it's like, be defensive. I got a couple of fire extinguishers in my house, but I'm not a fireman. I'm not planning on a fire. It never even crosses my mind, but there's something here just in case. And if you can't treat your life like that with a firearm, you is bugging, bro. You bugging. But it takes a balance, man, and people don't try to balance themselves enough. A lot of people just go off and they're like, if you believe in Jesus and all this other shit, you just go. But what you don't understand is that all of that, with all of the contradictions, somehow it still captures your mind. When it captures your mind, you have to know that to believe the second coming of Jesus and that whole thing is if it is inevitable, and you believe that you are living in the last days right now with the crazy weather and all this other shit, the political chaos that's going on, the pandemic bullshit, all of this contrived, like super duper fake ass fugazi fucking bullshit all over the media, all over the world with this bullshit. It's all spinning together. Now, how is it that, see, y'all call it prophecy when the world begins to look like your book, but I'm telling you that your book is getting you to accept everything that's going on as inevitable, as part of God's plan, and there's nothing that anybody can really do about it. And it has to go down like this. Everything has to go down in fucking smoke, fire, and brimstone and all of that shit on a major scale in order for the Jesus to come back, bro. Ain't that weird that the story is telling you when this happened, accept it. Just know you're going to be all right if you in tune. And then when they do all that shit, they're going to give you your king, man. That is not going to be your guy. Don't your book tell you that? Isn't there some prophecy that there's going to be the Antichrist and the fake return or whatever? All of this shit is saying it, but what's crazy is that to believe this shit, you have to cheer all of it on. And that's weird because I believe that through a little bit of love and defense and some tenacity and directly addressing every single thing that's going on in the world, because I would rather the world come to a fucking standstill than for us to go further. What would be more damaging to the world and to the people that live here that have to live through the repercussions of all this government business that's classified to some of the motherfuckers that are standing right next to the motherfucker with his finger on the button. It's classified like they don't all even know what the fuck is going on or for what reasons. All of this shit is dumb as fuck, bro. Y'all let them do this shit, bro. Y'all let a group of men convince y'all that they are king. And they need a religion first as a foundation, and then they compare government rule to some ordained power and position over mankind, as if government is somehow a conduit of a relation in this three-way relationship between you, government, and then God. Like government is some God's authority division on earth, and then there's the religious division. Bro, they completely attached God to your shit, bro, to all your shit. It's all swirling together. This shit is not separate. Church and state separation, my black ass, that's a fucking lie. No, the fuck is not, bro. No, it's not, man. If you know anything about the Vatican, then you know the fuck it's not. Let's stop playing the game. And this was crazy that all of this shit that I be talking about, yo, this is information that people can at least hear somebody else say it, and it should perk your interest because goddamn, it's the most entertaining show ever that you could possibly observe, and it is the fucking human existence, the human experience on planet Earth right now, outside of your fucking TV. That's the show. That's the fucking show, and you missing it because everybody want to play these political bullshit games, and now look at us worried about a nuclear conflict. Now, how many people could possibly fall victim to a nuclear fucking conflict that's got absolutely nothing to do, no understanding of, and no wish for that level of violence upon themselves or anybody else? And they'll just fall victim to the wayside. Casualties of war. About what, bruh? A bunch of government bullshit. And then they make you praise them anyway while they march you into this shit. Here come government to save you from the shit they started. Fuck that shit. Now, what politician, cop, judge, lawyer could say what the fuck that I just said in the past 3 or 4 minutes is bullshit? It's very irrelevant. And it's got nothing to do with nothing, and everything is okay. That I'm bugging for being concerned. There is nothing to be concerned about. They all know that it is. Everybody tweaking right now, bro. But they just keep on marching forward because everybody's scared to just look at them and go, nah, we not rocking with none of that shit, bro. And we not fucking playing with y'all. The fuck? What do we got to lose? Y'all talking about that shit? Kind of look like we got nothing to lose. We'll just go on y'all ass. What the I mean, what the fuck? What the fuck? But they smell pussy though. They know ain't nobody doing nothing but why they beating the fucking war drum this entire time. Constantly foreshadowing all of this shit, man. How the fuck is it that we constantly jump from one thing to the next in the news, and it's always some super duper weird crazy shit that if it was a plot to a movie, you wouldn't be that thirsty to go run to the theater to go see that shit. There's no way that they could explain this fucking balloon shit to you in a fucking trailer of a movie to entice you to go pay $80 for a good night out with your girl at the fucking movies. Stop playing. It's not that interesting like that. It's just some funny, dirty ass shit that they present to us just to catch our attention. They go, oh, look, oh, the fucking sky is falling. And everybody went, the fuck? Crazy. Fucking retarded shit. All they do is play games with you. It's one thing after another, after another, after another. And all of it really is always a whole bunch of shit they got going on and nothing that anybody down here is really fucking doing. They fucking faking the funk on all of these events. Anything that happens out in public that looks anything like this, I don't be believing none of that shit, boy. What up, Ray James? You showed up right on time. I'm just getting fucking turned the fuck up. The fuck? Bro. Whatever's going on in the world right now, man, deserves everybody's attention. And it's weird, though, because I feel like that's what they want to do, and it's bad that they can demand our attention so easily with all of these things. But on a different level, though, it seems to me that all of the bullshit that they be doing, I'll be feeling like everybody's reaction be the opposite reaction of the reaction that I got, because all of my reactions seem to be towards the defensive side of awareness and some due diligence and just saying what the fuck it is that we're dealing with. I've been doing this shit with this open carry shit for like almost 5 years. It's like 4.5 years. Of course, for me to get to that level of actually stepping out and doing these open carry demonstrations with my whole fucking plan of how I was going to do this, to be clear that I mean no harm, so that what happens in some of these horror videos that we've been seeing with open carry and shit just don't go good for some people, black and white. If I wanted to avoid all that, what can I do to kind of diffuse all of that? That's when I came up with bringing a sign out that says hug and AR on it, so I can actually solicit hugs. If I can prove on camera that I can get hugs from random people who just understand that I'm trying to support some due diligence and the natural right to arm and defend yourself. If they can see that, especially if I capture this on camera by streaming to some social media, any cop that approached me would have to be like, bro, if they chilling, what's going to be your justification that you can't chill about a right that you're supposed to die to protect? Let's not forget, we're not finna let go of none of the real truth. I wouldn't let them motherfuckers play a game with me even for a second, I would be verbally checking the fuck out of their ass like I did in the most popular video that I got on my YouTube. Where me and Cuz told two police officers we not IDing shit. What is your name though, Mr. Officer? The fuck out of here, boy. Yeah, straight treated they ass. Fuck out of here. But there's a fundamental truth to what we are dealing with that should scare enough people into honestly paying attention to what it is that we got going on and weighing options about what it is that we have to lose and what the fuck is going on. Because this nuclear shit is fun. It's disturbing because of the bigger picture. How so many other things are aligning themselves to be the perfect recipe to completely fuck this country up and turn everything upside down. It couldn't just be Russia and the Ukraine, but everything else in the world is fine. It has to be total chaos for them to spin this shit into a whirlwind of like just splitting your mind and your attention in so many motherfucking directions that when they fucking turn the lights off, everybody just like, what the fuck? That's how you do it. That's how you would do it. I'm not a military fucking genius. I'm not a strategic fucking military. I don't know shit. I play video games sometimes, maybe. If my kids are chill, I might get a little bit of GTA in. I don't even play Call of Duty. I'm a GTA kind of nigga. So what's weird to me is that I can see that there's a potential. It's weird for me that I can see a potential in a nightmare situation that if America were to be subdued, what kind of things would it take to actually be successful with defeating a country that seems to be such a dominant badass on the planet, that if it was exactly what we believe that it is as patriotic Americans, if it was like we think it is, on the surface, if that's what it really, really was, what would ever change? It would take a natural disaster. Because the illusion that they give us is that we are untouchable. But there's a sleight of hand there because we are not untouchable. Kill Shot Bravo, I'll check it out. I'm willing to play anything. I actually been playing Friday the 13th online a little bit, which is weird. I don't like the mechanics of it, but it's entertaining though because it's nostalgic, because it reminds me so much of the movies when I was a kid. Like they did kind of a good job of capturing uh, the feel of the movies. You can even play as the different versions of Jason and everything, and it's entertaining. It's nostalgic as fuck. It's been putting me in a zone lately. I did my Friday the 13th little photo shoot. If y'all ain't on my Instagram, check my Instagram out. I am a bit of an artist, and I set my camera up like a little teenage girl and do my little selfie by myself as photo shoot. But my pictures be dope as fuck, man. I am an artist about a lot of things. I can draw my ass off. I can paint a little bit. I'm an aspiring filmmaker. I would like to make film, but Hollywood turned me off. Fuck Hollywood. I would never want to be there. Fuck them, bro. I'm so glad I didn't fucking bolt to California after college. I was actually in a custody battle with my son, and that's weird when you talk about the manifestations of reality, because I believe that's just saved my life. I'm glad that I am who I am, going through the whole custody battle and never fucking being that guy that got in his fucking car with $150 in his pocket and went out to chase his dreams out to California to be a famous movie writer and director. I'm glad I didn't do this shit because I graduated college and that's what I thought I wanted to do. But I had a son with a girl that I wasn't with no more, and she put me through it about my son, and I couldn't leave with that distance to live a struggling life while fighting her over my son, especially when I thought that maybe my son wasn't in the healthiest of environments. So all of that shit trapped me here, and I'm grateful, man. It's weird how that shit worked, bro. Because when I was going through it, it was a fucking nightmare. And now when I look back, I'll be like, I wouldn't be who I am right now. The kids that I had thereafter I would have never met their mothers. I would have never been all of that shit just happened to go like this, and this is what manifested after the domino effect of that turning my life, down, its path. I'm grateful for that it was, because it's over and it don't hurt no more. But fighting for custody of my oldest son, that shit was rough. I'm gonna tell some more stories once I get more a little popularity and I get more uh, comfortable. I will be doing some videos, maybe some edited videos, maybe even a short little documentary with some good editing and shit. I really want to get on my filmmaking type of shit and tie it into this so I can at least get my, you know what I'm saying, get my energy out, get my creativity out so y'all can kind of see where my mind be going with the film shit. But if you check my Instagram out and you see these pictures and shit, you will see the movie cinematic feel in these pictures that I be taking, man. I think I pat myself on the back really because I look at my own photos and I'll be like, these pictures are fucking dope, bro. These pictures are dope as fuck. And it's fun to do, man. I'm an artsy kind of dude, man, so I like that shit. Um, but man, is there, back to the topic at hand, man. The war drum, man. They really want us to be so divided and so distracted, man, that when they turn the lights out, what fires have they lit when they turn the lights out? We got the anti-gun thing, we got the black and white thing. That's always a good one. That'll forever be a good one. They'll never let that go. The black and white whole Masonic thing, the duality, they love playing with it. They master it. Uh, uh, they master it with gematria. If you know gematria, that you can see their hands all inside of that. They have to do these things ritualistically. They would definitely be heavily praising whatever energies they believe that they were calling on to make them successful at doing what it is that they're doing because it's actually working. So wouldn't you think whatever method that you had that was actually working, you would think that shit. And this is what they do. It's all over the sports. It's all over the music, and it's all over the movies and everything, man. All of the most popular forms of entertainment, it's all there. They seem to be unrelated, but then they're all related, and you can tell because the one thing that you can obviously see that they have in common is this satanic symbolism and all this other shit. And what's weird is that when I talk about this shit, some Christians be like, "But you don't believe in Jesus or the devil, do you?" I'm like, "No." But they do, and it doesn't matter what the fuck I think. They do, and they're moving something, and the fact that it moves makes them feel like what it is that they're fucking doing must be working. But I believe all of that can be shaken by a multitude of the people on planet Earth saying, we are willing to fight and fuck shit up for the love, though. So what you have there is you got this perfect balance. I keep trying to talk to you about the fucking balance. What you have here is all of the love that is necessary for you to know that sometimes you got to smoke some shit to save what you love. And planet Earth is crying out to be fucking saved because humanity is being blindsided by some shit that's actually been revealing itself to you over and over again, from your fucking Bible to the fucking prophecy that's unfolding. And have you fucking noticed? I'm telling you, religion and government hand in hand is necessary for them to completely dominate the planet. That's why you should distrust both of them. Because the prophecy in these fucking holy books cannot even be fulfilled by nothing that can destroy the earth the way they are saying is going to be chaos unless you have government illusion to be there to be strong enough to do that. They need each other. And what I be trying to cry out to y'all is if you can see the necessity in the yin and the yang in these two things that pretend to be opposing each other, when somebody on the outside is looking in telling you that you're being distracted because you agreed to play the game. Your hero is not a hero. He is involved in the game. To which that as soon as you adhere to that, you have to accept all of the bad shit. That's the name of the game. You can't believe in Jesus and not believe in the devil. But as soon as you don't believe in one, you can't believe in the other. They diffuse each other. In my mind, neither one of them make any sense at all. You can even read the book and it's so fucking contradicting. But even on a fundamental level, when you say what it is that's going on, it doesn't make any sense to me. And the reason why Jesus is this fucking superhero that never fights the fucking supervillain, but they play with us to try to get at each other at all, seems fucking dumb. Consciousness is way greater than that for that to be the point of what it is that's going on here. It sounds ridiculous to me. And while that sounds ridiculous to me, when I'm trying to break to borrow my almost supernatural, but you accept it because it is your consciousness. But the consciousness is a supernatural thing to me. I think we are very much connected to something that is just as supernatural as anything you want to point to outside of yourself to call it supernatural, because it's your body and mind and whatever the fuck all of this is strong enough to perceive what the fuck it is you think you point to, going ooh ooh ooh. But what about the observer? The observer is dope as fuck. That counts for something way more than what religion is going to fucking tell you that it counts for. We are forever tethered to this shit, but we don't need to beg it for nothing. You can't piss it off and you can't make it happy. What makes you think that it's susceptible to any of this shit? We are just here. But the point is to observe and not be disturbing the fucking vibration of what the fuck is going. Vibration is everything. You damn right, Rick James. I was disrupting the vibration. You're not supposed to disrupt the vibration. That way you can climb higher. When you're constantly in this low vibration of shit, it's hard for you to recognize what the truth is. And the truth is that you're so tethered to the source that you need not worry about nothing. All of the fucking earthly possessions and all the bullshit that you care about so much, even the human sex drive, which I love that part of the human existence. I think it's a dope design. Uh, Procreation is way fucking easy. So if that's the point, is to carry on. They nailed that. We were gonna go. Once you start that train, it doesn't stop. Human exist. How many billions of people on the planet right now? A whole lot of motherfuckers that don't like condoms. Everybody just raw dogging all of these babies. The population going up. People's liking the sex out here. But when you consider all of that in the drive that it has for humanity, is serving a purpose, yes, but I do believe that just like Christianity might want you to believe it, then they taint it because there's some truth in the fundamental truth of what it is. You don't need Jesus to say this type of shit or to feel it or to recognize it. But to take all of those things and let that shit take a backseat to the fact that you know that you are observing something. Your observation and your consciousness is constantly screaming to you. It never stops talking to you. It never leaves you alone. And I believe that if you're not paying attention to it, to stop yourself and go, what the fuck is this? That's what the prayer is supposed to do. But then they take you from the prayer and say, ask for some shit, ask for some favors. Maybe you're not begging hard enough. Maybe you're not good enough. Maybe it ain't your time. Maybe it ain't in the plans. It ain't in God's plans. But then they send you to this special place of prayer, and then they hijack what the fuck that was even supposed to be. It's supposed to be a time of reflection for you to say, whatever's going on out here, the danger, the love, the happiness, the luxuries of life, none of that fucking matters. What really matters is I am conscious. And where the fuck did it come from? What is the signal that I'm beaming to or from, or what the fuck is going on, man? You are the center of your own universe. You are. You are the center of all of your observations and all of your output. You are the center of whatever your fucking reality is doing. You are being the fucking God. You are the center of the universe, literally. Of yours. A position that you are fucking stuck in because you can't be in mine. You can't do it. You're stuck in yours. This is a beautiful thing, man. And to want to disrupt somebody's observation while they trying to figure this shit out is fucking wrong. That's why I believe that the initiation of force and violence is so crazy. To sit back and watch somebody do it and do it successfully. What I know when watching that is that somebody, no matter how peaceful they want to be, they need this. Because I want to be peaceful. Somebody needs to stand up and say, if there must be violence, then maybe you should have some, motherfucker. You are an evil motherfucker. We should serve him to fuck. If ain't nobody gonna say that, then we'll all just be loving and crying and hugging each other while they stomp the fuck out of the rest of planet Earth and enslave whoever's left who want to live and not be stomped the fuck out after they make you watch them stomp out whatever percentage of the planet they don't think deserve to be here. All of this shit is fucking dumb, bruh. Somebody has to be willing to fight, and I don't care if you want to love. That's okay. Bring the love and bring the fight too. You're just gonna need both of them. You're gonna have to be okay with that. And if not, then let me and other people be that without you acting fucking scared or insensitive or like you can't fucking understand that it's necessary. Maybe it ain't you. Okay, you go do the yoga. Okay, I'll cover you from the treetops because god damn, somebody has to do that part, man. Y'all better lighten the fuck up. Lighten the fuck up and pay attention. Like Jesus fuck, man. Damn, man. Can y'all just accept, can motherfuckers just accept like different facets of life and reality and the manifestation and say yes, there's going to be such a variety and array of human beings bumping into each other, interacting, creating different things, molding their environment and their experience and influencing people in other people's experiences, and it's going to be a bumpy ride. This is going to be hard to do smoothly. But we should be fighting for all of the smooth shit, man. It's always worth fighting for. I don't give a fuck how far going this shit goes. It's always worth fighting for. But they want your mind, body, and your soul, bro. They want all your shit, man. They need it all. They want it all. They need it all, want it all, man. And that's a damn shame, man. And honestly, for real, I ain't never been the super duper tough kind of guy. I got bullied when I was a kid, had to learn how to stand up to the bullies. And by the time I was 9, 10, 11, I started being like, yo, I'm gonna walk my little brother down to the little corner store down here so we can get, a icy cup and bag of chips or candy bar, some shit like that. When we was shorties, I'd be like, we go through this shit all the time, having to fight back to the house with our snacks or whatever the fuck we got going on from the little bully down the street that watch us walk past, knowing we going to the store, and he'd be like, yeah, when y'all come back, I'm gonna jack y'all for y'all shit. We had to go through that a lot. You know what I'm saying? There was plenty of days we had to run past these niggas, and then once we get so far to the crib, we almost to the crib, and then they stop chasing us and shit. We'd be laughing and cracking up laughing. That'd be pissing them off, right? They'd be ready to fight again next time they see us and shit like that. It's just little hood games and shit when we was growing up, man. But after I was like 9, 10, 11 years old, I got tired of that shit. I carry a stick or something. And then they see me down there with the stick. Who you gonna hit with that stick? Yeah, I bet you leave my brother alone. I bet you leave my brother alone with his snacks. Are you crazy? Yo, we do this. And we not finna like not, no, fuck all that, bruh. Start carrying the stick. I was not playing. I had got to a point where I was just like, look, there's a level of acceptance I gotta have that this is what it's gonna be, and I can't just keep running or thinking that it's gonna be okay or trying to talk my way out of it or none of that shit, man. Fuck all that. Niggas want to fight, then niggas gonna fight this stick, bro. A stick was my favorite weapon. I would go pick a stick up if it was nice, sturdy, had a little nice little thickness to it, damn near fucking baseball bat. I'd be like, I don't care how tough these niggas think they is. I got reach with this shit. I'll get to swinging this shit. Don't touch my brother, bro. Like that's what I was on, man. I've always been that defensive, protective kind of person, man. And I can't not be that, no matter how enormous this dragon is, just because I see the world crumbling right in front of everybody, and you can point right to religion and government. These niggas that smoked sitting presidents, made motherfuckers disappear, sank a fucking ship and called it by a name that was not his name so that they can kill off all of their opposition who wanted them to not create a Federal Reserve bank in America, and then they sank the ship and then went on with their plans, and that's some bullshit. And the whole petrodollar and the American US bullshit fucking dollar is hypnosis, and it was a crime to even get it there in the first place, and it's a crime every day when they print that shit or try to push it into this fucking digital shit. The world is a fucking crime scene, bruh, and we owe no fucking respect or duty to nobody about nothing. About nothing. The only duty we owe is to not initiate a fight with somebody, and everything else is on the fucking table. You don't owe shit to nobody. All you gotta do is don't be the one to start shit. Now imagine that if everybody adhered to that, who would be fighting? Nobody. And so if somebody want to bust a move when everybody trying to be on that, he's obviously the bad guy, because without his dumb shit, everybody would be doing what? Chilling. Out here letting it be known that they're not to be fucked with, but they're not gonna fuck with nobody. That's the fucking chess move right there. That's how you checkmate the fuck out of anybody who claims to have an illusion of authority over you. Is that if you ain't starting no motherfucking fight, whoever starts the fight is supposed to fucking lose, and it's so right that it can't be wrong. Who's gonna make it wrong? Because it's something that they agreed to when I wasn't around on some fucking magical paper that I don't give a fuck about how that happened. Fuck out my life with that dumbass shit. Fuck out of here. Y'all are dumb. Y'all are dumb, dumb, dumb. To be trying to write. And what's crazy is that it all seems so genius, and it really is. You can talk about the genius in everything. Like there's some. I was listening to a podcast or something with some military general on it, and he was talking about what his job entailed and what he had got into. And I'm listening to this man, and I'm just like, this is some heavy shit, bro. You've been through a lot. That's a whole lot of experiences. I have no idea what it's like to live like that. And that's crazy. Highly intelligent guy that's been through a lot of shit. He got balls I don't got. I wouldn't even sign up to go do the crazy shit that he had been through. He had been through a lot. Tough dude. Smart dude. If he ain't smart enough to see that all of that shit that he's risking his life on doing all this other shit is a fucking racket, It's a game that's actually very damaging to the human existence, to the human experience. They will never be forgotten or forgiven for what it is that they have done to humanity. Once we all rise above this, we're gonna look back and go, y'all was fucking crazy, crazy with the government bullshit, the nuclear shit, and all this other shit. And y'all talking about the length of this nigga's AR-15 barrel, but y'all minutes away from pushing the fucking button on a nuclear conflict, possibly. Don't talk to me about my AR. Now, why is all of that shit happening? Why this is going on? Why the balloon shit happening? Why this is going on? What's with all these public all over the news all the fucking time? All of this exposure of Hollywood and shit that's just not getting settled. The motherfucking Epstein guy and the fucking island and his bitch is, where the fuck is this bitch? Still in jail? What the fuck is going on? Where's the list? How come y'all not running shit? Where the fuck is everybody? Go get they ass. Ain't nobody really moving and shaking too much or nothing. And that should tell you something. All of this shit is coming out right in front of y'all to let you know what kind of world y'all living in. Because in reality, that it does not need to be written down. This is natural law. This is universal law. If you let them do shit that you do not want them to really be doing, and you can see where it's going, and they're doing this shit right in front of you with no apologies at this point, with no apologies for the crazy shit that's going on, and you do nothing, they're just going to persist, and they're not going to give up out of guilt that you're catching them, that you're exposing them, or witnessing what it is they go. They actually like that you see it. Because it removes their responsibility to ever give a fuck about what they do to you if you watch them do this shit and don't do nothing. This is where people who have no propensity whatsoever to be violent or to even understand or accept the inevitability of violence, this is where y'all lose me with this shit, because y'all be the ones crying on the sideline looking at this shit and don't want the hero to fight or bust a shot to do nothing. You are retarded. You are, what the fuck is wrong with people, man? Y'all watch all these superhero movies and all this fucking Hollywood shit where y'all cheer for the bad guy. Y'all love to see the big explosions, a 5,000 round a fucking shootout and no fucking dialogue, just fucking shooting like that dope ass movie Heat with the big ass fucking shootout scene. You hear like 4-5 words the whole fucking scene. This scene go for like 12 minutes of fucking guns firing, right? The movie goes crazy, and that's just a sliver of what Hollywood has given us with all this death and shit like that. You ever seen a Quentin Tarantino movie, Django? Come on now, very gory, very bloody. Y'all see this shit and y'all root for the inevitability of violence on behalf of the good guy to subdue the ultra-violent bad guy, because you gotta fight fire with fire sometimes. Y'all recognize that shit, y'all see it, y'all cheer for it, y'all aspire to be that in your childhood, and then y'all let that shit go when you grow up, or you go be a cop, or you go join the military or some shit like that. And that's cool. I mean, that's cool. But how smart is this guy that I'm talking about if he can't see that he got played? All of this shit is some bullshit. It's all an illusion. It's all fucking wrong. It's bad. It's wrong on a natural level. It's wrong according to their shit. U.S. Title 18, Section 242 says you're not supposed to, 241 and 242 says you're not supposed to violate that Constitution, not even with something that made itself into law status, because it's still wrong. It might make it there. Don't make it right. You got to be able to decipher what it is that you're really doing and what you're dealing with. Do not violate that Constitution. And don't conspire with other officers, because as soon as there's more than one of y'all and y'all are really, really doing this shit, y'all are bugging for real now. You deserve some punishment for doing it if you allow yourself to fall into that. This is what the fucking Constitution says. This is the fucking written words that they praise so much that says this. Now, what cop, judge, or lawyer is fucking absolutely removed from being called that? Being called guilty of that? Who? Who can escape it? They are guilty of it. They ever enforced a marijuana law. That's enough. A speeding ticket, that's another one. It goes like that. And now you're watching them state by state legalize the fucking marijuana, while the same states that are legalizing it think that this is in line with the Constitution, and they're not giving more than what the Constitution intended. They are trying to get more in tune with the Constitution. They admitted that they were wrong. How many lives did they fuck up when they was wrong? But then they'll change it. And then the neighboring state would be like, well, we're not changing it. You can lose your kids and all type of shit over here about that shit, but over there, you just do what they do. Come on, man. They are watching a constitutional violation by a neighboring fucking state and nobody does anything. And you can see the same thing with gun rights. Over here in Iowa, I can open carry my AR easily, nothing. Almost never had too much of a real problem. No scary issues, not in Iowa. Nothing that got too scary at all. Not like you would think, according to the fucking news, right? But what's crazy is that if I cross the Mississippi River, over to my home state of Illinois and just stand there and do the same thing that I get waves from everybody, including cops in Iowa, waves, waves, and salutes and all type of shit, hugs from strangers and all type of shit. If I cross the Mississippi River, not only would the police be on me, they will come heavy. I wouldn't be able to do too much, and none. I damn sure won't be able to think that I'm going to talk my way out of it. They'll be on my ass, paranoid, scared as fuck. While the cops right across the river going, I just said hi to that guy and asked him what kind of AR that was and all this other shit, and kind of waved at him and blah, 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 and everything was fine. That was the third time I've seen him out here doing this. There's a cop across the river that could say that to one of these cops over here in Illinois if I cross that river. But they'd draw down on me and I would have very little room to move. I could probably easily get them to open fire on me about what? Something that I've done over 100 times in other places and gotten support. The police could do that to me in Illinois. They would freak out like that. Ain't that weird that y'all are sitting back here watching a fucking country call itself free, but I can make that possible? Ain't that weird? It's weird as fuck, right? You know what else is weird? If they shot me down, the public would support them. To say, well, it was illegal over here, he can't do that. And they won't point to the other shit. They won't point to the other shit. The 100 open carry demonstrations that I've successfully done with no problem. I'm actually walking around, me and my cousin, RPM Javier Gabos. Dubuque. Bulletproof vest, level 4 up in there. AR, one in the chamber. Glock on my side, one in the chamber. Extra magazines, all that. I had a bulletproof mask, okay? Cops stopped me and asked me for my ID, and I said no, and I was successful and peacefully telling them, I'm not telling you my name, I'm not showing you no ID, and none of that shit, bro. We're not doing none of that. And walked off. It's that serious. There's nothing, almost nothing I can do to make the cops chill in Illinois. They would not chill, bro. They wouldn't chill. And as soon as I point that out, everybody in the fucking country knows that that's absolutely true. We should all say that should be impossible in the fucking country that has gun rights that we claim is fucking free. We need to change that right now, right now. Executive order that shit. To say fuck that national reciprocity right now on open carry or concealed carry. Right now. If you're good everywhere as of fucking midnight tonight. Fuck it. Stop playing. To not do that is some fucking bullshit. To not do it is some bullshit. But could you ever even expect that from a government? Hell no. You're not going to get peace and love and freedom from no fucking government. It literally means mind control, and that's exactly what they do. They make you swear in the Bible when you take the oath to fucking join the fucking club and all types of shit. They are fucking entangled like this. Fucking dumb shit, bro. Y'all let them. Y'all let them go, man. Y'all just be letting them go, bro. Went to Afghanistan to grow poppy fields and industry to. Yep. That's what happened, man. All of the fucking heroin. Afghanistan, all it did was preserve that. And what's so weird is that, you know, China got us by the balls. They own 60-some% of our debt. So it's not funny to me that they're posturing right now to try to take what's theirs, because they do believe that any bit of America that was standing there to stop them either won't have the balls to try to stop them from fucking with Taiwan, or somehow we're going to side with them, or well, I don't know what the fuck it is they expect, but whatever was holding them back, that we thought, yeah, America's keeping China in check about that. Apparently right now China's going, man, shut the fuck up before we get mad out this motherfucker. Like, they really, like, not really with the shits no more. They not with that punk shit no more. Like, that's kind of spooky that that's happening like that. But they need all of that shit to happen. All of this shit has to happen right now. All of it has to happen all together. They need it all swirling around in chaos. Like a fucking hurricane of fucking contrived news and fucking bullshit lies and fake ass ignitions to fights that need not be, and all type of other type of shit. They won't let you say the double F. They won't let you say FF. So I gotta say a fake false ignition to a fight that need not happen. That did not need to happen. That was maybe contrived to derive some kind of feeling and a movement of emotions to sway in a direction to kind of help political things, man. This is what they do, man. As a matter of fact, what's so crazy in regards to conspiracy theories or even just openly, honestly, just saying when government do shit that I think is dangerous that I don't like, I just tend to point it out and say that shit, conspiracy theory or not. When I see you do shit, I go, yo, bro, I don't like that dumb shit. Could you not do that? Like you bugging right now. Okay, let's just call it that. Whatever. The fact of the matter is, when we see shit and then we say shit, nothing happens. Don't they just keep on marching? They just keep on marching with everything. They never really stop. They actually do a whole bunch of shit once they get in office that you don't get to vote on. That's what a lot of people don't understand. They get your vote to get in there, and then all the little things that they do where you go, no, we object to that. And they go, nigga, election was a year and a half ago, boy. I'm balls deep in this shit right now. You talking shit right now, boy, you better, man, vote for me next time, bro. I'll clean it up, man. Or you can vote for the guy that run and get he a loser. Don't vote for him. Yo, man, I'm in here, man. What the fuck you want me to do, man? My hands are tied. Then they do that shit to you. Breaking promises and all type of weird ass shit, bro. Y'all watch them do this over and over again, and you motherfuckers be like, okay, maybe next election. Fuck out of here. I ain't never voted a day in my fucking life. I wouldn't vote for my mom for president. She can't tell me what to do either. Fuck is you talking about? The fuck is so hard to understand about that shit, man? That's why when I be saying that shit, man, and people don't just dig it, like, I know people just gonna be who they are. People gonna, they gonna rock with the gov love, and that's just what it's gonna be, and that's okay. That's okay. It's okay, just be that, because I'm already accepting the fact that nobody's gonna, nobody's gonna, ain't nobody gonna do shit, and we're not gonna really stand up in unity to just say, man, whoever fucking the shit up needs to go, man. Who fucking this up? Whose fault is this? Point to whose fault it is, so that we can tell them to get the fuck out of here. Like, we're not gonna all stand together and just do that. I know that, but I try to respect people enough to be like, your brain works. I know that. Because I know I've seen you possibly, if I know you enough that I know I've seen you do or say something intelligent before, then I go, oh, okay, so you're not an idiot. So when I say this shit, if you don't understand it, if you didn't understand it before I said it, you're gonna understand it now. It's gonna be kind of hard for you to be the same. What about this? Like, I talk to guys that I work with. You know, we get a little personal. I go, hey man, I'm a gun rights activist. Blah blah blah. I started doing this and that, and the guy asked me. This guy I work with asked me just the other day. He was like, you like Biden? I was like, do I like Biden? Boy, fuck no. He laughed. I was like, that don't mean I like Trump. Because I didn't like Trump either. This what you don't get about me. I don't like none of their asses. I actually wish that both of them would have lost the election. He laughed. He's like, how the fuck they gonna do that? I was like, I wish Biden would have shot Trump and then went to prison for a fucking shooting and get them both the fuck out the way. I don't give a fuck, bro. However, I don't give a fuck. I don't like neither one of them. People talk about Trump like he's some fucking savior. I do believe that possibly if shit gets crazy, Trump could either get back into office or somehow step into position to save some of the crazy shit that's going on right now, and everybody gonna look at this nigga and go like, this nigga Jesus. This nigga just stopped the fucking third world conflict. I don't know. But it will be interesting. It would be an interesting plot twist in the fucking show. Michael Obama? Fuck Michael Obama. Michael Obama. Michael. Him and his Michael. That's what he said. I'm just repeat what he said. Fucking weirdos. They some weirdos, bro. I I I don't have to like everybody's lifestyle, and I can call anybody weird. If you like pants that are made of just polyester, you're a weirdo. You like that shit on your skin? Polyester pants? It should be 80% polyester. You bugging, bro. You know, fucking polyester. Your ass to be chafing and all type of shit. Fuck some polyester. If you like polyester pants, you a weirdo, bro. I get to think anybody's lifestyle or life choices or anything at all is weird because it's different from mine, because I can't be everybody. I can only be me. And whatever niche that I find myself in, I chose that because I felt that other stuff was kind of weird, so I won't choose that. So as soon as you know that I didn't choose your shit, just know that I am calling that shit weird. Stop fucking playing with me. Y'all are oversensitive, man. The gender bullshit and all the, man, get the fuck. I don't care, bro. I don't care. They making a big ass deal about them when they force you to talk about it. They don't like what you say. They motherfuckers get mad. That's some bitch ass punk shit. And I'm tired of that conversation too. We got bigger fish to fry. Shut the fuck up. I don't care about none of that shit, bro. your gender pronoun or none of that shit. Shut your bitch ass up. Shut your punk ass up. Thanos was right, boy. Some of y'all in the way, boy. And we had to leave it up to all of y'all to determine whether we were gonna wake up. No war with Ukraine, man. They gonna do that shit, but they bet not do that shit. But that's dumb though, bro. And when they do that shit gonna go crazy. Whatever. Whatever happens, just know that whether it's positive or negative, we got what we deserve because that's what we asked for. That's what we stood for. That's what we fought for. We helped manifest, and that we are to blame for the result. Period. There's no Jesus to save you. There's no devil to blame. The devil is the fact that it is always it is never your responsibility to do nothing to help nobody. That's why help is so special when it happens. When it happens, when you know don't nobody really owe you shit, that's just what makes it special. Because it didn't have to be, but somebody says, I don't owe you shit, but I want to help you. That's dope as fuck. So when somebody takes the position of guiding, protecting, and nurturing humanity with the technology and the influence and the capabilities of the government and religious influence, all of these motherfuckers, when you have that in your hands and you use it to enslave the world instead of fucking save it, that's the evil. That's the selfishness and the evil. Because it's absolutely unnecessary for them to live a comfortable life that they have to do it in that way that everybody else has to fall so that they can fucking do that. That ain't even necessary. It's a psychotic, weird ass fucking angle on having this position to have this influence, and you only want the influence in that position to dominate people because none of it makes any sense otherwise. Who the fuck signs up to be a fucking cop? You know you can't even boss your own fucking kids, bruh. But you want to put a gun on your fucking hip and go, yo, if I smell weed smoke, I'm gonna act like this, and motherfuckers is gonna lay down and respect what the fuck I say, cause I put a stop to all that fucking weed smoke, and then a year later, after you talk that punk ass shit, and they legalize weed, now you're going, I don't give a fuck about no weed smoke. We out here talking about other stuff. If you speeding and you doing it, now you change your tune, cause you're a fucking idiot. You can't even stand on your own too. Whatever the paper says what you do. That shit is dumb, 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 and dangerous. You put your life on the line for that? For the story you gotta change once they legalize the weed. Now you're not fucking barking at motherfuckers about the weed smoke. You are a fucking lunatic. You're a fucking psycho. Who signs up for that? This is what I'm saying. This is what's wrong with the world. Y'all honor and respect and salute that kind of behavior. But as soon as a guy wants to be a cop, I know you're a fucking asshole idiot. Because who would ever say, I want to get this position that I know I don't have without this job so that I can act in a way that I would not fucking do if I had 2 guns and no badge? I'm not going out there acting like that. No, he wouldn't. He's a pussy like that, bro. He don't want no smoke like that with no body. He needs that badge. Give him the gun, give him the bulletproof vest, give him the fucking car with the lights and all that. That ain't enough. If he has no position of authority and no legit fucking employment with a legit fucking badge from a police department, all them fucking toys to get him fucked up, he won't say nothing to nobody about nothing and he know it. Get the fuck out of my life with this dumb shit. It is an illusion that'll make a man get out there and go, oh, when they see this and this and this, they gonna hesitate to shoot me, right? Oh, they not gonna fight back really, huh? Oh, I can dominate. Let me see if this shit. And when it worked, they just go, man, this is crazy. This is weird. And they know that it shouldn't work though. A cop will tell you, in theory, when you describe what it is that's going on with them, that shit shouldn't work. And that it wouldn't work for another group of people who just gather together and say that, yo, we do what the cops do. We have the same authority because we say so. And we're just going to start acting like this and y'all are going to adhere. If another group stood up like that to try to do what the cops do, the cops would be like, what? Competition? Fuck out of here. They'll call you a gang, a mob, organized crime, and all other type of shit. But they doing the organized crime type of shit too, though. They just got you to fucking not fight them for doing it. Now everybody chilling while they doing it. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Y'all be bugging, bro. Y'all let everything go by y'all, bro. That's why where we at right now. The world in reality should be way better than this, man. I know this ain't the best we can do. I know it's not. What is that? Did you mean that to be militia? Fuck the police for damn sure. George Daly, you damn right. Fuck the police, fuck all of them. There's no such thing as a good cop. You want me to explain it to y'all? I'll explain it to you because it's absolutely fucking true and you can't make it untrue because you know a cop or that you are a cop or none of that shit. Um, let's not play pretend to what it is that's going on here. There is no such thing as a good cop. You got to divorce your own moral code to do whatever the fucking paper says, whether you agree with it or not. You might actually find yourself in some disagreement about what's going on, but you will still risk your life to enforce it, and you will call that just doing your job, and somehow that divorces you of the fucking moral responsibility that you have to just do what's right. If you can't understand that, you have to be able to understand that, man, that it can't make any sense at all, man. It can't make no sense. Not for anything. Not for this protection that y'all want to provide society and none of that shit. And I do understand that society does deserve a protection for those who cannot or will not protect themselves. I never said that they don't deserve that, and they should have that. But all of the other shit that comes along with that make police somehow above people when you know that they do all of the things that you know that I couldn't do without going to jail. If I would go to jail for it, then you can't let nobody that calls themselves a cop do it either. And it's just that fucking simple. And I don't understand why we can't just wipe the slate clean with their ass and say, here's a new fucking line of duties for your ass. You do this, and then none of this other stuff, oh, we will fuck y'all up. If the government really cared about you, they would just do that. Say, leave these people alone, man. Let's see what they do when they really get some real freedom, bro. When you really leave these people alone, man. Because I do believe that government can prosper if they offer an abundance of services where they are paid diligently after services have been performed, not before, and all that other shit. And if they just honestly just say, yo, man, we're going to do the best to manage the resources that we have here without conquest, or we're just going to make some good business deals and trades without all of the fucking corrupt shit. Because if anybody tries to stand above anybody else or be corrupt or greedy or cause any kind of flaw or foul to the system of some honest commerce between government services and the people, with the people on the top, and government services and government servants on the bottom, and we can't keep that in balance just like that, whoever tries to stand up to be above somebody else, they get their ass smoked, period. We're not playing that for no reason. Can nobody else claim to be the boss of nobody else about no organizations, no government business, or none of that shit. I think that's just fair to just say nobody can stand up there, bro. We are all down here on the even plane. Anybody who goes, man, look, I'm gonna tell everybody up. When somebody try to stand up above everybody else to say that they running something above everybody else and that everybody else needs to listen, blow their ass down. You can't even say that. You can't even talk like that, bro. Plans of talking like that should get people fucked up. This is how you keep everybody down here, everybody chilling. They want the idea of this fucking even field of play in something like communism or something like that to sound good to y'all in theory because it sounds even, but it's even with them way the fuck at top, and everybody is evenly fucking starving. Everybody's on the same level of fucking starvation, right? With the communism and all this other bullshit. The even field of play needs to be that government is beneath us and everybody else is right here. That's the even field of play, that nobody's above nobody else and government provides the services. When people say, yeah, we'll take that. I'll take that. I'll subscribe to that one for a year. Ask me again later. Get the fuck out of here. All of that sounds way better when they absolutely refuse or laugh at the pipe dream that would ever be the case. And there's some utopian society, then you know that you're dealing with the asshole that need not be here. Why the fuck is you even here then, bro? If you can't hear what I say, go, man, that's the way it's supposed to be, man. I don't know how we got this way. And a politician might try and talk good if they hear me say that real shit, but none of them really care. What they all have done is what I was talking about earlier in this video, is that there's a certain level of acceptance of the inevitability of certain things in life. And these motherfuckers have accepted death. They have accepted your death for damn sure. They have accepted that we're here and gone, and you might as well get while the getting's good. Once they get their greedy asses inside a government job, not only is it as awesome as they expected, it actually exceeds all of their expectations, and it's easy to get drunk off of that shit. And I believe some people just get in there and get super duper drunk off that shit. They just go, man. And it's crazy. They see the evil, then they go, why the fuck would I care so much about y'all? We all here and gone. Why does any of that even gonna fucking matter, man? If there's any good out of this, or you have any benefit, or we are holding any kind of structure whatsoever above you that you can benefit for, or some security that you can learn to appreciate, then we good where we at. And they just try to justify all of their bullshit when in reality, the biggest problems that government control has for your ass are so detrimental to the security of your life that you got to look at all of the other shit that they call security and go, what's security? What's social security? What secure monetary system do we have? What secure healthcare system and all this other shit do we have? What secure government do we have when so many of y'all are easily corrupted and you're all are in on the fucking shenanigans? All of y'all are actually full of shit. When you look at all of this stuff, man, you have to say what it is that you're dealing with. Number one, say, what else could you possibly expect when a whole bunch of human beings jumped into something that made them damn near bulletproof, damn near guys on Earth, if they would just all fucking work together to fuck your shit up? Y'all think that they would get there and not recognize that and not do it? Y'all bugging, bro. And you catch them all the time. And when you say sleazy politician, everybody in America go, yeah, they out there. Y'all know. Y'all know. Y'all know. And still, it marches on. I don't fucking understand. I don't fucking understand y'all, man. I don't understand y'all. Ain't nobody got no balls about nothing. As soon as you really want something, you can literally bring yourself to the awareness of how important this shit really is. And then you shouldn't need a fucking nuclear war to fucking snap you out of a threat of a nuclear war to snap you out of your fucking daydream fantasy that everything's gonna be okay here. You think everything's gonna be okay here? You think we untouchable? You out your goddamn mind. I know. So I know other people know the possibilities and what it would take to subdue a country like America that appears to be unfuckwittable. You fuck with the food, you fuck with the clean water, you turn the motherfucking lights out, you send our, well, before you turn the lights out, you send our boys off into a fucking third world conflict. You see how that works? They've been talking about the grid. FBI agents about a month or so ago, something like that, said that they caught two white supremacists. Yeah, they was white supremacists, whatever. You gotta season the fucking. They constantly giving us different stories and shit, and then they have to switch it up so that the heavy repetition of these fucking different stories don't get so repetitive. They try to jazz it up a little bit. They give you chicken, 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 lemon pepper chicken. And then they do that to you with these fucking stories, man, all in the fucking news, man. But it's all the same thing. They always got to mix it up. Fucking FBI agents said they found two white supremacists. You got to put that in there. Had plans to try to damage the national grid, and this was like a month ago. What I keep telling y'all, they keep talking about it. They won't stop saying it. Janet Napolitano is the fucking head of Homeland Security. You know what this bitch said not too long ago, a little while ago? She said the next natural disaster is not a matter of if, but it's a matter of when. And when it does happen, it's going to be our national grid. That's what this bitch said. Top dog of Homeland Security, bro. Why does this bitch say that shit? Pretend you work for this bitch. And she tells you this in the morning meeting. She says it to you. It's part of your keeping your perspective right for the duties that you're about to adhere to, or you might have to adhere to in your line of work. And this bitch says to you that the national grid is going to go down. How that make you feel? Huh? Yeah, kind of weird, right? Kind of crazy. How you think it make us feel out here? Why the fuck would she say that? How the fuck could it possibly happen? This bitch is a fucking psychic too. Oh, the fucking top dog Homeland Security is actually a psychic as well. Why the fuck would she say that? And then after that, there's been all of these different little attempts on disturbing the fucking national grid. Listen, man, that's a piece of the puzzle, man, that's perfect to be there. Especially right now, the timing is so right that you gotta find it suspicious that Biden said that he gonna get that motherfucking gun ban before he leave office. China and whoever the fuck with the balloon shit, they breaching our shit. They fucking with the train shit. See all the train shit? And then there was a head-on collision that killed a whole bunch of people. Chicken, 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 chicken. Sweet and sour chicken. That's what they did to you with the fucking head-on collision with the train cars. There been all these train crashes, and they went, oh, yo, watch this. Boom, dead people. In a train crash. Now, how many people feel some type of way about trains? How many people feel some type of way about flying with all this fucking weird shit all in the air? Y'all did the UFO talk, all that shit. All that shit, yeah, all that shit fake. It's all contrived bullshit. It's weird, man. So they can sway your feelings and your emotions, man. Because if they can fucking TikTok hypnotize your motherfucking ass and watch it work, they just gonna keep doing it. They're not gonna give in out of guilt or being caught. None of that makes them is going to make them stop. They're just going to keep doing what it is that you can see that somebody appears to be doing. They're just going to keep doing that. It's fucking ridiculous. We have to stop allowing for them to play with our heads to get our emotions and shit all riled up about every little thing without keeping the big picture in mind. You gotta keep the big picture in mind. All of these things are just perfect to subdue America. All of this shit happening right now. They want them guns. They want to send our boys off on a third world conflict. And then I believe that after that happens, if they turn the lights off in this bitch, I think we'd be in trouble. The boys wouldn't be home. They'd be all out there doing that shit. They want to get some gun shit down on paper. They're trying to lock that down. So then when the UN come here, they can say, we came here to help this unruly social breakdown after this third world conflict. They try to subdue America because y'all crazy. Y'all all got these guns over here. We got this third world conflict going, and we need to shut y'all the fuck up and make y'all sit down and chill the fuck out so we can iron this shit out. That's what they gonna do, I think. And I think they'll turn the lights off to do it. Because we're bugged the fuck out. You can't live in your city if the lights was out for 24 hours. 24 hours you can't live. It's rough. 24 hours no power because of a storm in your city. Can you imagine this motherfucking country, the whole country lights out, and they throw us back to fucking 1652? No electricity, no nothing, nowhere nationwide. If they do that shit for 3 months, China could walk across the fucking border and go, the fuck y'all got going on here? Who's still alive? Who hungry? We will fuck it. They'll come in here and walk right through this shit, bro. Shit's crazy. Shit's crazy. Pulling the sheik on the wizard. You're a smart dude, RPM. Thank you, man. You have a right to remain silent. Thank you. I try to be honest, man. Like, cause for real, man, all I really do is I pay real close attention to some stuff, and I try to say what the truth is, what the connections are, and what that implies, and I try to make it sound as harsh as possible without actually making anything up or exaggerating. Because basically, I'm trying not to sugarcoat the shit in my own head or when I repeat it or say it or think it out loud or discuss it. I'm like, no sugarcoating. Let's do the opposite of the sugar. We finna go ghost pepper, hot sauce, dousing the fuck out of this. If it's painful, let it hurt. It needs to hurt if it's meant to hurt, so that you know that you're being hurt. It's like bleeding, yo. It's in the fucking world is bleeding right now, bro. Shit's bleeding, man, and everybody act like they don't know that they suffered trauma. You know what I'm saying? It's like you see all that blood, that's your blood, nigga. You don't feel cold. You look pale. There's something wrong. Fucking lifeline. That's where we at right now. This shit is sad, man. It's crazy, man. I really wish that none of this shit was happening, man. I wish this shit was not happening, man. It's not supposed to be happening because we better than this. This shit don't even need to be happening. I think the world can get along where everybody can live comfortably. And I'm not talking about communism. I'm talking about a great boost of love where what does not need to be mandatory seems to be easy because of the feeling that you get from doing something for somebody when you know and they know that you don't have to do shit. If the whole world just really vibed like that, we could produce the things that the world needs and say that we did this for the world, bro. We didn't do this so that we can gain power way above y'all to create this big ass gap between the haves and the have-nots. Nobody should be comfortable with that, not even them. And they know that they're wrong. They're not completely divorced of all of their morals. Number one, that's why they hiding. Number two, that's why they play such a hard game with you to fuck with your head, because they need you to be so fucking dumb, confused, scared, and shooken up that you can't focus enough to pay attention to them. Because if you pay honest attention to them, there's no way in hell that a fair fight and full disclosure of how they get down, complete full disclosure, all in your fucking face, daring you to fucking do something. And to me, I feel like that's what they're doing, but it ain't clear enough because a lot of y'all not getting it. But if they know that if it was blatant like that, that all of the alliances that these countries have with the central banking system and all this other shit that's tying them all together, they in cahoots, bro. Fuck all of them and all of this bullshit. I don't trust none of them. Why would I? They have the power to fool me, to dominate me, to rule me. So I'm going to suspect that if it even looked like that a little bit, then maybe that is what it is that they're doing. So I don't trust them. Even if I'm wrong, I don't care. I don't care. But fuck them though. They need to do all of this in the way that they're doing in order to get away with it, because they couldn't fight us head up, just being completely honest with this shit and never fucking wavering from the responsibility that they have on their hands. If they just fucking stood right in your face and go, yeah, man, we trying to dominate the world. We need all of this shit, and y'all can get down and lay down. What the fuck you want to do about it? They just said that to us. They know what it'll be. They can't do that. So you have to expect that if somebody wants to do that, they would have to be sneaky. So when you think you see somebody being sneaky, just assume that maybe that's what they're doing until you know better. We got no time to just be trusting them just because. Look at who they are. Does it look like you should go to sleep on the job and just let them just coast and go? They show you over and over again throughout history that they drop the ball on their watch. Things get chaotic on their watch. I believe all of that shit is controlled and contrived. But they're constantly trying to say, look, shit is fucked up, let us save you. But here they go, man. To save you from the shit that they started. So weird, man. It's so weird that they do this shit. It's fucking dumb. Crazy, because it don't gotta be like this. Man, humanity is supposed to be like the higher vibration, man. You can get that higher vibration. If we weren't so distracted by all of this other stuff and just truly focus on the fact that we have a consciousness, and then be like, well, where did it come from? What is it? What is that? What is that? What is it? What is it? What is that? If we all did that and realized that we all have that great question to be asking, we'll realize that we are all one. Standing here asking the same question, then we can focus on it. I think it'd just be the best thing in the world for all of us to just have this super harmonious pondering of our existence here together, without the fear, the violence, and all of this other shit. We were just all chilling. If you imagine the happiest, most peaceful time with your family on a holiday or whatever like that, when you in the crib chilling on a holiday or somebody's birthday, a party that you had that was just fucking awesome, and everybody's fucking laughing, chilling, having a good time. Everybody just like so happy to just be where everybody is at. Like if you imagine the whole world being in a party like that or whatever, I don't know why we wouldn't fight to do that, but it'll never happen. There's too many personalities and things going on, and I couldn't expect perfection or a heaven type of fucking society here. But I could imagine that we can decrease the desperation and hopelessness on planet Earth by such a great margin, that when crimes and when violent stuff actually happens, that everybody is like super duper shocked to be like, the fuck you got to be violent for, bro? We all vibing. Everything is always okay, bro. All of the energy is going to keeping us okay, and none of it is into propelling any fight or using a fight or violence to propel any agenda that we trying to call good. It don't make no sense. It's an oxymoron. Let's get the biggest dangerous weapons in the world, that if we start firing this shit off, it would end us all. Let's build up to that. It's like they didn't see where they was going until they got there, and all that shit sound dumb. It's all contrived, because that don't make no sense. Because if it did, then why are we praising them to give them this authority over us if they couldn't see this disaster coming when they started these projects, bro? If they couldn't see that there's something wrong. But we all know that that's not true. They saw exactly what was going on. They wanted it to be the way it is right now. It, what law or constitution is going to change the fact that the presence of nuclear weapons says something so dangerously fucking absurd about the idea of government, that I don't even got the energy to praise no fucking constitution about nothing, because what would it matter at all if the sky is on fire? Huh? Y'all don't. I don't understand why people don't get this kind of stick. Why they don't see this kind of stuff and go, stop the show. There's no reason to care about nothing else. This is what we talking about, and we finna squash this shit because we got nothing to lose and something is going fucking crazy, and we have nothing better to do but to address and stop this shit right now. Everybody stop, bro. Everybody bugging, bro. We not finna do none of this. We're not finna do none of this, and we're willing to do whatever to keep it from fucking happening. Because what do we have to fucking lose, or what, to sit back and just watch it happen? How much sense would that make? We got nothing to lose. Might as well just go. With the intentions on being like, we can't curb this shit. See, this is what I'm saying, bro. This is the kind of talk that nobody does. I hate saying names, man. I won't say his name, but he's a cool black dude, gun enthusiast, Second Amendment advocate. Got millions of followers on YouTube. Everybody know him. Cool dude. He's a lawyer. Um, y'all know who I'm talking about. I like dude. I think he cool as fuck. He one of the coolest 2A quote unquote 2A supporters on YouTube. To me, he a cool dude, man. I wish I knew him personally. Cool dude, man, for real. Um, and he with the shits too. I don't think he playing about that Second Amendment shit, but he still supports the Second Amendment. There's a gap in me and him right there, because I actually want them to throw the Second Amendment out so we can see what's really cracking. so we can see what's really up, because we don't need that. And if we're gonna keep on fighting and debating and getting our fucking pennies in a bunch about them fucking with it or whatever, they know that they got the power over us, and they will just kind of crumble up the Constitution and throw that shit out and hope you fucking throw your feelings out with it, because they're gonna get some people, enough people, to move out the way once they do that, to kind of throw their natural rights out with the fucking fictional fucking paper when they crash it. That if they really want to get down and fight with whoever left, it'll be a small number of people, and they gonna look crazy. The number of people that stand up to it after they throw it out gonna look crazy to all the people who just wanted to comply because they said throw the Second Amendment out, and people go, oh fuck it, man, just get the guns up there, just like they did in Australia, England, Canada. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking weird, goofy shit, boy. I'm not fuck. It's strange to me that people just go, man, just let it go. We see it coming. We seen this show before. It's a fucking rerun. Just let them run that. Like, just let them run that? The fuck out of here, bro. Shit's crazy. It's wild, bro. And you don't even, I don't even think you gotta fight. I don't think you gotta fight them. I don't think you gotta fight shit. I think it'd be weird as fuck if they just saw 100,000 people with guns out there hugging each other and fucking having picnics and whatever the fuck else y'all want to do out there to show some camaraderie and some love and shit. I'm talking about a fucking a true million gun march type shit. Like, to really get out there and not only just be like, we don't want y'all to do this war. Please don't do this. Go out there with your guns and go, please don't do this. We don't want y'all to do this shit. We are telling y'all, y'all better not do this shit. Y'all better not fucking do that shit, bro. Yo, call it off right now. Go do that. That's weird. Like, well, I don't understand, like, what's wrong with that. You have a right to call your government out. You don't have to pretend to be okay with the shit they're doing if you're not okay with it. They should fucking expect that that's going to happen. It's in their fucking papers for them to fucking expect it to happen. Respect your fucking magical paper about everything. Like U.S. Title 18, Section 241 and 242, you punk ass bitch. Do you know what that is? I gotta make a new sign. Next time I do an open carry demo, I'm gonna put the whole fucking title and section on the fucking board and say, are all of these cops felons? And I'm gonna see how many police ride past it and see me with a sign that says, is every cop a felon? Does U.S. Title 18, Section 241 and 242 says that every cop is a felon? I'm gonna put it on a sign. That's gonna get some attention. They gonna want to stop and be like, what the fuck is you talking about, bro? I'm like, no, what the fuck is you talking about? Bitch ass nigga, let me educate you real quick. Fuck is you talking about? You a felon, bro. Yeah, you're not supposed to rock it. You ever did this shit before? Oh, you don't know that fucked your shit up? Ooh. Ooh, y'all better hope motherfuckers don't start filing papers. Have you ever written me a speeding ticket? You know what that means? Yeah, you better study up on U.S. Title 18, Section 241 and 242. You better get real familiar. Start reevaluating what the fuck you doing with your life. They own shit say that they fucked it up. Natural law said that they definitely fucked it up. There's nothing they could have wrote on the paper to make it okay with me. Y'all never asked me if y'all can run me about shit. If there's any contract that I have entered with y'all, it wasn't with full disclosure. Y'all tricked me into some shit. Y'all tricked 16-year-olds into contracts by signing a fucking driver's license. That's a fucking contract with a 16-year-old. I thought that was illegal. Y'all not supposed to do that. It's a whole bunch of shit that y'all not supposed to do that y'all actually be doing and people don't know y'all not supposed to be doing, so then you just continue doing that shit. That shit is fucking retarded. That we let y'all do that shit. But it's the ignorance though. There's a Roman maxim of law that says, for thee who will be fooled, let him, or some shit like that. Some shit like that. I don't know how the Roman shit be wording they shit all Shakespearean poetically fucking said or whatever the fuck, but basically saying, if you see a dummy use a dummy, that's his fault. He shouldn't be fucking stupid. If he's stupid enough to let you do that shit and you get away with it, who the fuck is gonna step in and punish you for a wrong that you did that nobody noticed? You gonna punish yourself? No. It's not. It doesn't even need to be written. It's the actual manifestation of the cause and effect of how this shit is going to go down. That's what all the fucking truth is at. Whenever I hear a maxim of law or some proverb or whatever the fuck magical words that a fucking Christian want to say to me, if you look at the fucking very root of what it is that's actually being said, it's not even a words of wisdom. It's observable honesty and common sense that that's exactly what's going to happen, and it's not some magical thing that you're going to get that you have to experience. You create a cause and effect, a possibility of things happening. And if it tends to work out in that way over and over again, it becomes recognizable to people. It doesn't make it some kind of magical fucking thing. And if you let motherfuckers fool you and you never notice, and you can't expect for them to fucking out themselves from doing it, then what happens? They get away with it. They get away with it then. It's not a magic trick. It's just legit how the fucking shit happens. That's just what's gonna happen. So if you let government do what it is that they doing right in front of you, you have no expectation to think that Jesus or nobody else is ever going to save you. Not Trump, not Jesus, and they're not the same person. Sorry to break your heart, Trump lovers, but they're not the same person. Um, yeah, nobody's going to save you though. You have to do it yourself. And if they can fool you all the way to the point of absolutely no return on how they want to enslave America to make it like the rest of the world, so they can better get this one world government shit, then hey, they're going to call it justified in the fact that you let them do it. And you know that that's what they have to do. If you understand what the World Economic Forum is doing and what this global conflict is doing and how we are the focus of this shit, if you understand all of that stuff, yeah, the Trump towers, Ray James, you right. If you understand all of that stuff, then what you know is that they can't get a one world government and the World Economic Forum cannot rock the shit that they want to rock. They can't get all of that and leave America alone. So when they say that they want to do that shit, just know that they looked over across the pond and said, we gonna come over there and get that shit. You gotta know that that's what they said, and it's fair to fucking take it like that. The first time these motherfuckers said a word about anything, you're gonna own nothing and like it, or whatever the fuck Klaus Schwab and these motherfuckers said about how dominant they want to be over the control over consumer goods and smart cities and all this other shit that they talking about. And when they get to talking shit like that, I think that shit funny to me. Cause every time I hear them say some wild, crazy, controlling, dominant shit like this, the only thing I can think of is, damn nigga, ain't you made of flesh and bones and blood and pus and shit like that like me? Yeah, you is. I could have sworn you was made of blood and skin and bones, boy. You are a fleshy, fragile being, are you not? Oh, okay, I'm just checking. I thought maybe, I mean, you talking like you impervious. I didn't know. I thought maybe y'all had figured out something. Thought maybe y'all made some scientific discoveries or something to make y'all like invincible gods or something. That's what I thought you was trying to say. Oh, you not invincible? Oh, you made of flesh? Oh, you stubbed your toe. That shit hurt. You bit your tongue. Oh, you bled. Oh, you bleed? Ooh. Oh, you bleed like me. That's all I heard. That's all I hear when they say this type of shit. Is that, yeah, okay. Everybody got plans and crazy shit that they dream and you know aspire to be and shit like that. And sometimes niggas don't make it. Fuck is y'all talking about? Y'all bugging. You talking a whole lot of tough shit from over there. I bet you go. I bet he go with security everywhere he go. That's the kind of shit motherfuckers be on, that they be so high and they be so wrong in the power that they wield over humanity when they know that they wrong, that they can't go nowhere. And they know it. The Pope ride around in a bulletproof little, you dig, and that's the Pope. Why you doing that? You know why you doing that. They know why they doing that. We all know what it is. They got mob ties and all type of weird ass shit. It's some fucking weird people. It's some crazy people. As soon as you realize what it is that you're dealing with, just like you know what you realize what you're dealing with when you go to a national park to go camping and you carry your survival shit. You do. If you get half a brain at all, you recognize that you might get lost out there. You want to know how to deal with that. If you do, communication in the case of emergency, first aid kit, all this other type of shit. Some weaponry in case you come across some wildlife that don't think that you belong out there. In the sticks with their ass, they want you to get the fuck back out there where the concrete and the street lights is at, where your fucking concrete jungle monkey ass belong. That's what the fucking moose will tell your ass when you out there. You come prepared for all of that shit, knowing that things might not go okay with you, but you go anyway, don't you? Yeah, you just accept that shit. When government step into the lane to try to do what it is that they do, when they know they're trying to control people, then people notice, and they are going to be prepared to deal with what it is that you do with that. They know what the possibility is. They come out there trying to be stealthy. They want to be hidden and out the way. But just know that if you give them the ultimate checkmate, which would be the peaceful non-compliance and turning your back to them, they're going to have a remedy for that. And they actually want to subdue you before you even have an opportunity to even do that. They want to trap you in it so much that if you were to not comply with the system and not go, they just turn your chip off or turn your card off of access to your bank account or your energy or your transportation with your carbon footprint allowance or whatever the fuck. They got you. They want to do all of that shit to be like, who's going to stand up when we get such a grip on you? Right now, they got a hard time to get a grip on us. You can still get a wad of cash right now. Cash is still good. The gas still pumping around this bitch. There's some gas around here. Um, we got the guns. And we got a lot of guns in America. We do that part very well, and they hate that. Right now, we still get all of the tools that it would take, including social media. A good old fashioned bullhorn will work just fine. But to rally together with the people and say, if you love everybody and you do not want to see a big portion of the earth engulfed in flames in a nuclear conflict, greater than what the world has ever seen, with these aggressions and are very high right now, and the capabilities and propensity for violence is very high right now. It's a catch 22 what we got going on right now. If you don't like none of that shit, come together and say, well, y'all try to love and hug each other and hug this shit out and do all of the talking that you think that you would do after you drop the bombs. How about you just do that first? How about you guys just watch some footage from the bombing of Hiroshima together? Let's get the rulers of all these motherfucking countries to stand in the room and watch the fucking footage from the bombings and the aftermath and all of this shit from Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and then be like, is this what y'all want to do? For real? Have you forgotten? What is y'all talking about? What is y'all really talking about? Because if y'all want to get down like this, then the gloves are off for everybody, bro. Like, don't what's weird to me is that we don't react in that way, and to a small degree they might understand this, but they really have no reasonable expectation that we would do this. Is to recognize how crazy they are in doing all of this shit, and then just fucking spaz out on everybody, and then we just go, okay, DC, road trip. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do they, does that sound like any movie anybody ever heard? Because, I mean, damn, that'd be a dope ass fucking movie. I wonder what would happen. That's weird as fuck. But how come they don't imagine or think none of this shit? The ATF don't think and imagine none of the shit that they did. You see what they own, right? ATF want to make the fucking short barrel rifle fucking rule, saying that if you got an AR pistol or AK pistol, or anything that even fucking loosely falls into the category to even halfway kind of mimic or serve the same purposes as the fucking pistol brace on an AR or AK pistol. If it's even remotely close to that, they want to call that a short barrel rifle. They want to make millions of people, up to 40 million people possibly, felons for all of these frivolous fucking changes in what they call a rule that's not even actually a law. And they act like they have forgotten where the fuck they are, because whoever came up with the idea to go ahead and pull and pull this shit on everybody, to actually announce it, to plan it, to run it by the people that you work with in your organization, the ATF, for you guys to come to agreement that this is what you're going to do together. All of you guys have, you didn't stop yourself from moving forward with the plan after you discussed it amongst yourselves. You went forward to say this shit out loud to other people. And then you actually fucking launched this fucking 120-day countdown that started at the end of, when did it start? March 1st? Maybe it started March 1st? Maybe it started March 1st, the 120-day countdown. I can't remember. I stopped paying attention to it because I already said my piece. I already said what it's finna be. That shit is on them now. Because I'm not registering a goddamn. Man, fuck out of here. I ain't registering shit. Like, none of that shit is necessary. It wasn't necessary when I bought it. We're not finna act like that now. Like something's wrong because you want to act like that now, and I don't agree. The wrong has to be in what the fuck it is that you think you're preventing me from doing by making me register something that you act like it's so dangerous that you gotta act like this about. But if I would just register it, then that diffuses all of the danger that you trying to act like you're trying to protect the world from, because I registered it. Now somehow the danger has subsided. Like, what is it that they... This that kind of shit that if you just say what it is that they talking about, what they doing, you will see nothing but nefarious intentions in what they doing, because it never actually makes any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Has the ATF ever told anybody what the fuck it is that they're trying to prevent from happening by them taking control of what it is that they call a short barrel rifle? What's wrong with it? The motherfucker literally has a stabilizing brace on it. The word stabilizer is in the fucking title, what it is that they're hating on. And it's literally there to help you more better stabilize and control the firearm, so that whatever it is that you're trying to do when you're firing this thing in defense is actually doing what it is that you're trying to make it fucking do, so you can be proficient in what the fuck it is you're doing without doing any extra shit or unnecessary, unintentional shit. It's a stabilizing brace. And they say if you got that without telling us who you are, we got a problem. As a matter of fact, I think they should be demanding that people put a stabilizing brace on a fucking AK pistol or an AR pistol and not be trying to shoot that shit without no support, because that looks retarded. And the fact that they are not saying that, and they are, all you gotta do is use your brain. As soon as you use your brain and you say what it is that they're saying, you should laugh at them and take a moment to revel in the awe of how stupid they are for saying what the fuck it is that they're saying. This ATF with this brace rule shit. It's so absolutely absurd that I am in awe that these same guys who claim to be very tough and intelligent guys are actually doing something so incredibly stupid that I have to question their IQ. I'm disturbed that motherfuckers talked amongst themselves and went, yeah, let's tell them this without thinking of the repercussions. Y'all don't think y'all's gonna spark a fucking revolution possibly? Y'all had to have had that cross your mind that you might meet such a level of resistance and disagreement about what it is that you guys wanted to do, that it would change your life, that it would get scary for you guys too. Like I don't under I think you guys are smart enough to know that. So giving y'all credit for that makes me wonder why you still said, okay, let's go anyway. Like the level of comfortability that you would have to find in order to move forward with that is so crazy that it's awe-inspiring that you guys are just okay to move forward with that. I would have been fucking scared as fuck hearing this in the office if I was an ATM agent. I would have been like, no, 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 no. My imagination is going and this don't look good. Do we have to do this? Why would we even be doing this? And then the why would have to be good, and then they had to say the why or what they were trying to prevent out to everybody so that we all go, damn, you're right. Yeah, we can't let that rock, but they got no explanation whatsoever, and they're getting a lot of fucking resistance, and they just keep on marching anyway, and I think that's fucking spooky and dangerous. I don't fucking get it. I don't know where they're getting the audacity from. It's so weird to me. That's why I react the way I do, because I'm thinking there's something else going on here. Because this is way too much. It sounds like a fairy tale. If it was in a fucking plot to a Quentin Tarantino movie, you wouldn't believe it. And if you fucking follow through with watching the fucking movie, which you know damn sure within short time in a Quentin Tarantino movie, that the bullets is gonna start flying and the blood gonna be flowing, because it sounds like a bloody fucking story when you say it. ATF. Y'all didn't get scared? I would have been scared as fuck. Y'all are some fucking idiots. Fucking weirdos, bro, about a fight that if you really want to get out here and get on that, y'all not gonna win. You can arm all the high school kids in fucking any 5 states that you name in the ATF. I have a hard time. They'll give y'all a run for your money. All the high school, all the graduating class in 5 fucking states, arm them all and point them to the ATF, and the ATF is not gonna make it. These motherfuckers, apparently they breaking schools up officially, get the police in Uvalde back. They didn't go where they should have been. They didn't get all the way in there. They didn't get all the way in there. They got held off by a little dude. I'm starting to feel like law enforcement and this ATF shit, and y'all just talk a big ass fucking game. I don't really think y'all won't smoke like that, which is strange to me that y'all would do what it is that y'all doing. Because you would have to be fucking King Kong to be talking like, you would have to be a monster. You would have to be so. But see, but this is what the issue is. This is what I be trying to point. This is something else I be trying to point out to people. I'm gonna run this quick and then I'm gonna end this live. I should be sleeping. They like. They really. The ATF and government in general, they really be setting good examples for people, you know what I'm saying? Because they really shooting for the stars. You ever heard the term like shoot for the stars? And then, you know, if you don't make it, you know, you all, at least you be to the moon or whatever the fuck little silly ass shit. That's what the ATF and government be doing. They was like, we'll go way the fuck out there on a fucking limb, bro, because when y'all pull us back and we can grab any fucking thing on our way out of there with stepping stones, bro. You give us an inch, we'll try to take the mile, but we'll take a quarter mile. We'll take it. It's better than nothing. They want to set up all of these little details and all these little pitfalls and stuff, because if they can get anything at all that they can latch on to between the spine and the communications, with social media and all this other shit. You see some glimpses. What I love about the world is that there's a ripple effect of different things that they try and they run these different simulations and they get so far in gun control in other places and not others. That where the gun control, where the gun laws is good at, yeah, they are all actors, every one of them. Um, where the gun control, where the gun laws are quote unquote good at, we get to watch states like New York and other places fucking lose themselves in the battle, not gaining no ground, actually fucking working backwards in some of these places. New York, they trying to do a little something, but that shit is falling apart over there. They're not getting it right. Supreme Court all over their ass for not really honoring the fact that they supposed to be letting people carry guns in New York, trying to find a slick ass stupid way around that shit. But that's all theater too. Like this is all theater really. But what's crazy is that what it is that they showing in the theater should give you a different reaction to what y'all be having. I'd be surprised that y'all got the reaction that y'all have. Like danger, danger don't mean give up your guns. Every time they show me a public shooting, I go, damn, I'm going to get another gun. The fuck? What else I like? What else is on my list? My fucking list is long as a fucking CVS receipt. All the fucking guns I want. If you gave me 20 bands right now and tell me blow this 20 bands on nothing but guns and I got 1 hour, I will spend that shit, bro. I can spend 20 bands on guns and accessories and ammunition in an hour online, no problem. That's not enough. It's not enough. That's a 20 bands will get you some nice shit. You can go from nothing to a fucking rock star with 20 bands. But yeah, I mean, oh, the government ain't got enough guns. Oh, they ain't got enough people either. It's like 600 and some thousand active duty police officers in the country. It's not a lot. It's less than a million. It's way less than a million. Um, but what's crazy though that we need the police though. What I never get a chance to really say is that the idea of a homeland defense in the event of like some kind of invasion or something. Not only would some of the police be rogue and go crazy and shit, a lot of them will be fighting right alongside you to be like, dude, my cousin and brothers and my family live here and shit. That there's no rule of law or whatever. I'm still rocking this police type duty like that. We brothers all the same now, and that's what would happen. A lot of these guys would just kind of fall away from the illusion of authority in the event of like a total collapse, and then they would just kind of join the ranks of other people to know that they got to fight alongside their neighbor who they know they like and love, their brother who's not a cop, their sister's a boyfriend who's not a cop. Like all of a sudden, like they really would melt together back with the people. Yeah, fuck the police. I would really though. I know you seen what is it? Inglorious Bastards, Quentin Tarantino movie. Where they carved that swastika in dude's forehead to be like, you gonna try and go home and take that uniform off and ain't nobody gonna know who you is. Fuck that shit. Be proud of the shit you did, you punk bitch. And they fucking carved dude face up and put that swastika on his forehead so he can never hide. Well, he still can. I mean, you can do one of these and hide that swastika for life. Um, uh, but yeah, that's a good movie. And yeah, police definitely would be like, man, I gotta go out the radar, boy. I can't be out here like that, man. People gonna see me and be like, hey, you. Don't I know you? Don't I owe you seatbelt ticket money? Yeah, come collect. They call you to it at that point. Yeah, serve a warrant. No rule of law. Yeah, go serve that warrant, buddy. Good luck. Man, I'm gonna end this live stream, man. I love talking to y'all, trying to get this shit off my chest, trying to see what's really going on in the world, man. Because I think, like I said earlier, man, the world is screaming out for us to like stand up and just pay attention to the shit. This idea of the oneness, I used to think it was a corny thing when I was younger, and people trying to explain the oneness or we all are one and all this other type of shit. Uh, it's been real. I will join you again, brothers and sisters. Yeah, thanks. You had the right to remain silent. I'm glad you was here. Glad you enjoyed the shit, man. Um, it's good to see like-minded people, man, to understand where I be coming from, man. Cause I just be trying to be real and try to be honest and try to be protective, man. And if you real honest and protective, you should be able to see through the shit, and you should understand enough to know that who's a bot, who's a bot. You have a right to remain silent as a bot. Uh, but yeah, man, y'all just be diligent, man. Pay attention to the world, man. The world is crazy, man. And I really just want everybody to be as safe as possible and as cool as possible, man. Whatever is about to happen to us, like I said earlier, whatever it is what we deserve. But I do believe that we deserve to be saved, but we got to do our own saving. That's the problem. We have to stand up and save ourselves. We shouldn't be letting none of this shit happen, and it shouldn't be happening. And it's sad, man. Yeah, I'll come to Vegas sometimes, man. I'll let you know, man. I'll let you know when I come out there. Yeah, man, it's sad, man. I cry for the world, man. I feel sorry for all y'all, man. I feel sorry. I'm sorry that this is all happening, man. None of this shit is supposed to be happening, though. It shouldn't be happening. I would rather disturb the prophecy of these holy books by keeping this from happening, wishing that it never happened, wishing that we never had no problem that only a Jesus could save. I wish we didn't need that nigga. It's not supposed to be like that, and we should have been trying to keep it from him being necessary to fucking come back if there's ever such thing as a return. We should have been squashing all of that. The fact that uh, uh, it's in the plan that we don't grow to maturity where we can save ourselves and that's inevitable so that Jesus can be the one to save us. I think that's sad. Christians won't just say that that's what that is when they're looking right at it, but that's what it is. You see how that honest observation work? In order for Christianity to be legit in that way, what is part of the plan is that we never rise above to save ourselves, to be morally or socially responsible enough to recognize what's going on. But that's trashy, though. That's trash. It seems like your God made some trash, that we are doomed to never be moral enough or socially um, responsible enough to save ourselves. It has to stay that way so that the rest of the shit makes sense to happen. Hey, man, come on, man. Come on, man. That there's no way it's true. I shouldn't be able to talk like this and not be exaggerating or making anything up. I shouldn't be able to talk like this by saying shit that's actual facts, just real observation. That's the truth. We can't be we can't be dope and the idea of love and unity. We were doomed to never achieve that. That it had to happen like this. Said your God. Your God said that's how it's gonna happen. Weird. That's weird, man. That's crazy. I just made myself sad with that. That's fucking whack. Peace and love to y'all, man. I'm gonna do some more live streams. I like doing the live streams. I really need to do my editor shit. I really need to do my documentary so y'all can see how that shit is playing in my motherfucking head. I really need to do my rap shit. Y'all need to hear that shit. Check my IG out. I got my movie themed kind of correlations that I draw between what it is that I'm doing and some of the nostalgia that I find in comic book shit and horror movies. So I did a Friday the 13th photo shoot thing. I got some dope ass pictures on my IG in my Friday the 13th Jason hoodie. My kids love that shit. And then I just did a Texas Chainsaw Massacre little theme thing where I got a short video or two on my YouTube right here. Go check that out. And I got some photos with my Texas Chainsaw Massacre t-shirt on and my big ass shotgun with my 19 round magazine. That's my chainsaw type, correlation with the firearm thing. It's just artistic expression, man, and I think it's fun and I like doing this. Whatever I can do that, I mean, all of this shit to be fucking real as fuck, and that I'm not fucking playing with the shit that I be saying or what I'm talking about, man. I think this shit is that serious, and the world needs a hero, man. And I can't be the only one. There's got to be other people, man. Other people got to be feeling me. And we have to be willing to say no, and we mean it because we got nothing to lose. And all y'all gonna keep doing is smash this shit. Well, smash this shit while I'm fighting you. You're not gonna smash this shit while I'm crying, begging you, and not even fucking looking. You're not gonna sucker punch me into this fucking New World Order, bro. Yeah, punch me in my fucking face when I'm looking at you. At least. Punch me in the fucking face. Look me in my eyes and punch me in my face, bro. Fuck that. I don't know what's going on in the comments here, but I'll let y'all have that. I'll come back and read the chat later. If there's anything being said in the chat that you want me to address, revisit the video and hit me up in the regular comments, or look forward to another live stream or another video upload from me in the near future in the next few days. And man, y'all stay vigilant with the bullshit, man. Stay vigilant with that shit, man. Stay on it, man, so that you at least know what it is they doing, and how far they've gotten in their plans of global domination with they pig in the brain asses. Like, that's what they doing, bro. They like that shit. And as usual, I ain't never too far from one. YouTube be trying to end the motherfucking live. You can end the live stream now, motherfucker. I'm done anyway. RPM Trade Vietnam and this bitch Wu Bang boy, get a gun. That gun shit for everybody.